Legend of Dragoon, the is what we're playing today. This is about the third or fourth, I think fourth time we have done that. Part 4 of the series. Randy Fluharty here, continuing the playthrough. And I think we're just gonna roll. The Legend of Dragoon, of course, is a game that was released in the year 2000, I believe. I don't know why I'm forgetting the year for some reason. It is a Japanese-style role-playing game. It is Sony's answer to Final Fantasy, and once again, history has shown the victory in that one. And the winner is obviously The Legend of Dragoon. Because we're up to like Legend of Dragoon 27, and Final Fantasy died pretty much after 9. So the historic franchise lives on. Last time, we got lots of people popping off. I'll greet you in a minute. Last time, what happened? Oh boy, what happened? We were revealed to be some kind of Dragoon race that helped the race of slaves overthrow the evil race of winged people. And we got rid of Shauna, thank God. Because she's really bad. Rose is with us now. And Shauna's off cooking somewhere, and now we're going to, what are we doing? We're gonna go fight a dragon to prevent the town from the other town, Cokes, I believe, from, no wait, something. Doesn't matter. We're heading through, turn it up a little bit. I think I need to turn it up a little more even. Katsudan, Sirdar, and Spartan are all here. Welcome everybody. Let's see how my input game is today. Not bad. Bad because I wasn't expecting a counterattack right out of the gate. Oh, yeah, that's true. Sirdar brought up a good point. Like, darn it all. Shauna got confused after we fought a boss. She was getting flashes of Sephiroth or something. Whip smack. It's our first battle cry of the day. Something happened to Lavitz. It had nothing to do with his Achilles, or else he would still be standing. Burning rush. Picked up the Legend of Dragoon file. Haven't touched in a few months this weekend and made some progress. Sweet. Glad to hear it. The poison in his Achilles kicked in. Yeah. Well, maybe he's just got really delayed reaction to pain. Like, oh, it finally hit me. This is the big one. To spirit, which we don't actually know what that means. It doesn't seem to be bothering us too much. But screw that. We don't need to heal. This is Legend of Dragoon. We'll just block or something. Just block next fight. There's no big deal. Here we go. We're walking a little bit. This might be going backwards, actually. I think it might be. I think we're going the wrong way. Because I think I backtracked a little bit to get back to that save point. What's down here? I'll tell you what's down here. Hope everyone's day is going well. Mine's alright. Very busy. I sat down mere seconds, not seconds, but less than a minute prior to going live, so I hope everything's working. There's a burning rush on a burning thing. Alright, Lavitz, we got this. There it is. Felt it. I felt Rod Typhoon. I felt the rod. Spirit Cloak. Does that mean if I put the Spirit Cloak on... hold on. I'm coming up with some shenanigans here. There's something that makes you immune to Dispirit, right? Maybe there isn't. Thought there was. Avoids the abnormal status. So if I put that on the people who are dispirited, does that just remove it? No. Alright. So what the heck did I have on? think it was that, right? Or maybe it was this. That was power wrist. I mean, that would just make all the sense in the world. It's fine. Whatever. I don't like things that make sense anyway. Why would I care? Alright, now I'm confused, because isn't this where we found the guy that was like falling off or something? Which means I was going the right way. Yeah, I think I am too. Even though I thought I was backtracking before, now I think I'm actually backtracking. But good thing we got these sick bass licks. Not a bass lick, that's something else. Burning rush. Oh, right, we need to like block and stuff. Okay, I'm getting used to the rod. The rod's been in me for a while. I'm finally getting used to it. That's right, Rose. Burning rush. Nope. Darn it. Wanted to block with her again. Didn't think it would be her turn. Didn't think it would be her turn. But at least we got to hear whip smack from someone with only one pant leg. And then by pant leg, I think it's a stocking. I think we've determined it's not a pant leg. Yeah, I really wanted a coffee. And by the time I got back with my trip, I had very little time to go get a coffee and do everything I needed to do before I started the stream, but I'm like, I'm gonna go for it. And I went for it, and I made it. Just barely, but I made it. Nope, this ain't it. Sonic X is here. Did not mean to blow you off in the Discord. I saw that Elder Scrolls was real, which it would be something else if it wasn't, right? How many people said that that thing was actually happening? It had to actually be happening. And it was. No, block with Rose. Gosh darn it, Randy. What the heck are you doing? Pay attention. I know you're excited about whip smacking. Sometimes you just gotta hold back to make the next whip smack feel better. Yeah, that, see, there, so I think the timing after a counterattack is objectively bad for that specific move, because it just doesn't follow a rhythm. It goes one speed, pauses, and then picks up where it left off in a weird way that doesn't feel intuitive at all. From what I understand, it is a visual remake. They used Unreal Engine to remake the visuals, but the game itself is largely the same. If I'm understanding that correctly. But I didn't actually watch the video, so I don't know. There is no official one. I don't know what we were talking about for you to say there is no official. Oh, sorry, sir. Spartan's talking about the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, which was announced because Psionic Hex posted it in the Discord, so I was responding to that because I didn't get a chance to. No problem. Who needs a remaster when this is the master of Rees? You don't need a remaster. When you've got the greatest game ever made, why do you need to make it again? It's right there. Just stop making games. You've got the ultimate game. It's always weird to me when they name a game Ultimate Anything and then make another one. Like, we all know there's going to be another Super Smash Brothers. But in theory there shouldn't be, because the last one was the ultimate one. I keep thinking this is a normal RPG and I going in my inventory to heal, but I don't need to do that. FIFA Ultimate. Nope, yep, that's going to be the last FIFA. You heard it here first. No more FIFA. Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Well, there were 2 other alliances after that, so apparently it was not the Ultimate Alliance. Yeah, I got there. We got there. Now we run around the lava sphincter. Lava says, Firebird! Dart says, Shauna, can we go to the exit? Shauna says, no, it's in flames. Dart says, I guess we gotta fight. Well, now's a really good time to fight. When we're all dispirited and hurt. We just did a boss. In no universe would I have expected another one. Especially since if I had gone the path that this game wanted me to go, there would not have been a save point. I had to backtrack to get to that save point. So, the order of operations was save point, boss, another boss? That's crazy. Burning rush. I'm earning 0 SP. I should probably just use it. Yeah, that probably hurts. Hurts big? Not really. This game has like 4 that we've seen so far. How awesome is that, Tim? Ah!
Whip smack.
And so I'm not sure we've played a game with only one battle music. You just heard of the same one for a long time. Because even Digimon had more than one. Hey! This move looks like it hurts a lot more than it actually does. Oh my goodness! Thought I had it. Just getting a lot of rods in. Gonna have those 2 heal up while I practice lefts. Especially if that's the only move he's gonna do, because it's really not that damaging. Whoops, that's not how you heal up with Rose.
Whip smack.
Let's do this. Just so we can start earning SP again. That's not the right button. This is the second time that's happened now where I thought I was on one option and I wasn't. Why is that? Why does that keep happening? Oh yeah, just feel yourself. You can feel it. How many stockings do you have now? Oh man, she's got full pants on. That's usually the opposite of what happens. Probably magic, I don't know. Dark Stir 25%, single and HP. I'm assuming HP means because it's called Drain, I suck it up. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea right now. And it's not gonna do fear, so, because it's a boss and bosses can't be afraid. Watch how I biff this. Or perhaps it just happens and I don't have to do anything. Ooh. Oh, it heals all of us? I should have done that sooner. Forgive me for thinking and HP does not mean heal everybody. Sorry, that's me not knowing English very well, I think. It's very intuitive when you think about it. Art? It looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. So are you more in, Katsudon? Dragging it up. So these animations are cool, and I'll watch them, and that's great and everything. Giving me the option to skip these after I see them would be great. Obviously, that's not how games worked, but... You have the option to skip it? No way. I refuse to believe it. Perfect! She did she? Oh, I've got another like 6 years or so before I get to 1,000 subscribers. Congratulations on that. Rod Typhoon! Well, I'm gonna turn that on then. My bad for not listening to Rose, but in my defense, she's a woman.
Whip smack.
Unless she tells me when dinner is ready, I don't necessarily care what she has to say. Burning rush. And it's dead. Kick that thing's butt. There was no trouble there. That's a red-eye stone if I've ever seen one. And I haven't. Shauna, get out of here. You're not allowed to level up. Unless it is, again, leveling up your cooking. In which case, that's fine. But that's not what leveled up. Your battle prowess leveled up. Because you're freeloading off of the people that are actually putting in work. Dart says, huff huff. It was a hot fight. Okay. Weren't we, like, concerned about that bird? We saw it on the way and like, oh no. We don't want to draw the ire of that bird. That could be bad for us. And then it just wasn't. It was perfectly... There are these boxes that contain money that is... It's just 50... Who cares? 50? That's nothing. Dabas, don't know. Says, oh brother, you folks are still here. Dabas, my, folks, you look pretty tired. Want to buy something? I probably already told you, but I'm a trader. What do you got for me? Let me load in to your menu here. Okay. No, honestly, I think I'm good. I have pretty much everything other than Dancing Ray, which I don't think he can fit in our party right now. You can have Dancing Ray. I mean, I got stuff I can sell, but I don't feel like looking through that stuff right now, so we're just gonna go. Dab says, I'm gonna go back to Lohan soon. If you want to buy something, now is your chance. Nope. The only thing you have that I don't is Dancing Ray, and we don't want him here. Hey, we can save it. As per usual, stream goes until I have to pick up the boy. Which is, according to that clock, exactly 100 minutes from now. Math. Got stuck on the math. All right, let's fight again. Yeah. So when I started streaming on Twitch, this game today specifically, and I set the category to Legend of Dragoon, I saw that there are 11 people watching Legend of Dragoon, and I'm like, we should try to exceed the total number of people watching the Legend of Dragoon. I don't think that's going to happen, but I'm like, we're within reach of being the #1 Legend of Dragoon streamers on Twitch. That is a pretty dumb accomplishment, but it's one that I want. So everyone, tell a friend. Get in here just to increase my number to make myself feel good. I know Spartan's here. He's getting ready to tell me about Stardusts. I'm #1 now? Oh, okay, well. Mission accomplished, I guess. Now I've got nothing to live for. Rose says, guys, don't you feel something? Yeah, I feel my rod typhoon. Rose says, this forest is contaminated by the dragon's poison. Yep, I can feel the poison. I'm pretty dispirited about it. Lavitt says, I see. That's why the Sandoras don't have a defense in this forest. Okay, so they justified something. Lavitt says, a normal person cannot be exposed to this poison for a long time. It's a natural defense. Oh my, I think that was Shauna saying that. Didn't say the name though. Dart says, what's wrong? Huff huff. Shauna says, I felt a little bit dizzy, that's all. Well, time to put her down. Sorry, Shauna, you're holding us back. Lavitt says, I guess it is hard for a woman. Dang! Lavitt's with the heel turn. What is this? Wow. I'm joking about my misogynistic jokes. Lavitt's is like, no, I guess women suck. I don't know. Rose says, oh, I am a woman too. And unfortunately missing a comma where there should be one. Lavitt says, you are special. To be fair, Rose is special. Special in quotes, huh? Fine. I don't capitalize on a woman's frailty anyway, says Rose. I don't know if I'm ready for this game to tackle, like, equality. I'm not sure this game's prepared for that. Shauna says, I don't mean to do... Oh, no. Oh, we're just... So Shauna just sucks. It's not that women are bad, it's that Shauna is bad and Shauna's a woman, so we're reaching for the lowest hanging fruit with which to put her down. Shauna says, I'm okay. See? Rose is fine too. Shauna says, but I'm sorry. I need to go rest a little. Shauna, come on! Rose is justifiably annoyed. Like, what is this? This is a child, let alone, not a woman. This is a child. This is a baby girl. She should not be here. Illipra says, we're fine putting Shauna to rest. That is a viewer, not a person. Dragoon. And I agree with Illipra. Just, Shauna sucks so bad. I'm pretty disappointed because I was looking forward to liking Shauna and hoping there would be some kind of romance that I would get invested in, but nope, don't care about her. Dart says, are you alright? Uh-huh, says somebody. Shauna says, don't worry, I don't feel sick anymore. Shauna says, besides, I think I got used to the air in this place. Dart says, then, can you go with us? Shauna says, sure. Yeah, Rose is great. I've got no problem with Rose. I wish she was a little less extremely hot, but that's just typical of the 90s, right? It's like, oh, I'm battle ready and the sexiest person possible. That's just also a Japanese trope. Again, we're talking tropes here, and this game loaded with them, but I was talking to my friend yesterday. We were watching a show that we enjoyed. I'm like, this is there's a lot of tropes in this, but I'm okay with tropes. Tropes are fine by me. As long as you use it right. Shauna says, if I fall down here, there would be no meaning to me coming with you. That is true of right now. There's really no reason you should be coming with us. Lavit says, indeed, we can say the war is in our hands because the Kaisers cannot make a move. Dart says, Shauna, please don't leave us like that. We don't know what awaits us. Did you notice my armor has muscles on it? I'm going to pretend like there are actual muscles under there. Just like Batman. And just like Batman, my armor has nipples. Shauna says, sorry. Dart says, now, let's move on. Rose says, they are playing brother and sister. Gross! I don't think that's what Shauna's playing. Unless it's stepbrother and stepsister. You know what I'm saying? Lavit says, yep. They are always like that. That scene could have been way shorter, and probably should have been way shorter. We walk in, oh, there's poison here. That's why the Sandoras don't have a defense. Okay, cool. Let's move on now. Shauna's like, no, it's about me. How is this about you, Shauna? Not everything's about you, Shauna. Oh, man. Lizard man. Yes. That's not what lizards do.
Whip smack.
Whip smack. That must be a translation error. That's supposed to be an armadillo. No, I mean, they look like lizards. I don't know. Burning Rush. Have you seen 15th and 16th century armor? I have. It had more than just muscles. Oh, yeah. Physical attack barrier. That might be a problem. Except I supremely doubt it.
Whip smack.
Oh, zero. Oh, no, okay. That was actually a pretty strong barrier. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I'm just gonna keep hitting it until it goes away because I don't really have anything. You can't swap out party members in the middle of a battle. I guess I'll heal until it goes away. That's not a bad idea. It's not that it has that armor had more than just muscles. It just had also like more muscles. You know what I'm saying? Like love muscles. I don't know how true that is. I'm just making stuff up. You can cast that again. Did he lose it? Well, if he does, whatever. I still need to heal Rose up anyway. Arg! It is mission critical that I do not screw up my attack on these guys, because, yeah. Here's what I'm thinking. Now that I'm getting better at the timing of Lavitz, I'm going to give him the attack booster, because he does the most damage right now. That's what I'm thinking. Is that the craziest thing you've ever heard? Probably. I hope you were all sitting down. Not only do I want you to point it out, I want you to describe it to me in detail. Slowly, one message at a time. With spaces in between the letters. And then if the screen goes black for a minute and you hear unfortunate noises, I am not to be held accountable for that. I only have one attack thingy, right? But there should be like a defense something. Alright, she's got that. So what can I give Dart? So he doesn't need the War God's armlet. Maybe I just stick with what I have, because I'm just gonna stick with what I have. Rabbits! Grapefruits. There's that Discord link. Everyone should join it. What? Silver Drop is here. Yeah, Discord link. We're doing a lot of good community stuff lately. A good part of the reason why I'm playing this game is because people talk to me about it in the Discord. If you want me to play a game, I can heavily consider something you request. Go on into that Discord. tinyurl.com/randy-discord if you can't click it. Dart says, good, you've come around. Shauna says, yes, I think I'm fine. Shauna sucks. She's the only one that lost consciousness on that fall. Everyone else is like, all right, we're ready to go because we're not weak people. Dart says, where are you? Are we? I regret falling down that fast. I hope I can get back there, but probably not. Rose says, in the nest of the dragon. Do dragons create spider webs? Is that what I... Dart says, well, at least we don't need to look for Pharaohbrand anymore. Rose says, what confidence you have. Is that because you are a dragoon? With a harpoon? Dart says, I guess. Shauna says, guys, look at this. Not now, Shauna. Grown-ups are talking. Shauna says, there is still pure water left in this forest. Good girl, Shauna. You saw water. That's right. Water's wet. Now let's go fight a dragon. Shauna says, at least the entire forest is not spoiled. Dar says, let's go. No, we're not going to acknowledge anything Shauna said. If we defeat the monster, the forest will be saved. Alright, so it's not just me that hates Shauna. Everyone seems to hate Shauna, which is great. That's very funny. I hope that stays true for the entire game. It won't. But that's very funny to me. We got some squigglies. Some suggestive squigglies. Yes, Shauna fixes tropes in that she is really, really stupid and no one likes her. Dart, she has no redeemable qualities whatsoever. Dart says, what a spooky plant. 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 Dart says, I hate Shauna. Me too, Dart. We all do. Well, this place is labyrinthine. I love a good opportunity to say labyrinthine. It's a good word. It's labyrinthine in that it's similar to the movie The Labyrinth. Not at all, but that was a good joke. No, that's a counterattack of the game! Oh, I got two pulsating dragon things.
Yes.
What the heck, man? Rose, redeem yourself. Redeem us all with your whip smack. Is it really? Mandrake.
Whip smack.
I'll give you some of my mandrake. Well, hopefully we see that again, because that's something I should comment on. Fortunately, I suck at this, but he died anyway. I was talking a big game about how I got my groove back. It's really... It's not as easy as it looks talking as much as I am and coming up with interesting and funny things to say and also playing a video game. It's surprisingly difficult. Wait a minute, that might take me back up. If it does, maybe... No! Is that taking me back up? Nope. Wait. I don't know. What's going on? Ooh. Ooh. That was a turnoff. Dart says, I got it. When it is touched, it reacts with that. That's what happens to me too, I get it. Say no more. I understand. Yep. Actually, mine's usually the other way around. slight breeze, and then, you know. Alright, there's a couple of run fasts and a lizard man. Run fast. This game's stupid. Burning rush. What's the point of rolling over there if you're just gonna come out and slash me? You just walk over. Is it faster to roll? Those things don't even run that fast. That's just their name. We should probably heal a little bit. Boo-doo-doo-doo. Burning rush. Speaking of Burning Rush, this has nothing to do with Burning Rush. Can I get that guy in the back? Yes, we need to kill him first.
Whip smack.
Whip smack. Because he's going to cast impenetrable force or whatever. Bad, bad, bad Lavitz. It's your fault, not mine. That was also your fault. What is going on? Like, apparently I'm just a second behind in life. How's the future like? Can someone inform me what's going on 1 second from now? Slime. Oh, she got Nickelodeoned. Oh, yeah. Art. Now's a really good time to heal up because this thing doesn't do enough damage to matter. So how's everybody doing while I block? Well, that sucks, Tim, because the pass kind of sucks too, and I can change the camera apparently. I didn't know that. I'm not sure what camera. Is it random? Select do anything? Start do anything? No. Art. She came out of it, unlike Shauna, who's still somehow affected by it, despite not getting hit with it. Oh, a double attack, you say? Alright, let's give Rose and Dart one more block, and then I'll have Lavitz smack it. Slime. I don't even know what MP does, if I'm being honest with you.
Whip smack.
Is that the dragon thing? Dragoon magic? Ah, I'm not worried about it. Plus I leveled up, which probably gave me MP back, right? That tops you off. I think it does. I think it does. It does not. You heard me. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Nah, it's not so bad. It lets you heal by blocking. That's not greedy. Acquired body purifier. I need one of those. I've got the demons in me. Need to be purified. Man, I hope we reach something of consequence here before I have to leave. Still got well over an hour, but... Pen watchers, alright! I am the greatest Legend of Dragoon streamer on Twitch. And plus, that doesn't count YouTube, and I know at least Spartan is on YouTube, so we got at least one watcher on YouTube. I'm a megastar. Hurrah! Rod Typhoon! Pyromantic is late, but no, you're just in time. You're just in time to warm my heart. And you have done it. Thank you. Well, my hand's not on screen. Right there. No, hold on. That didn't work.
Yes.
The sentiment was not lost. I'm glad you're here is what I'm trying to say. I'm glad everyone's here. All we did was fight a fire boss and then insult Shauna for a lot of time. That's really all we did. So, nothing too crazy. Go in this hole. We come out this hole. We go down into this hole. Of course, leads to this hole. This is nuts. There's a lot going on here. Holy macaroni. Man, that is just really, really... There's no one that doesn't think that's a flaccid penis, right? Or is it just me? There's a bravery amulet. Since I'm such a coward, hopefully that helps with that. Let's see what that does. Avoids the abnormal status fear. I don't know how abnormal the status of fear is. I get afraid all the time. Anytime I'm more than like 3 feet off the ground, I'm feeling the abnormal status of fear. One more chest via that path. Great. I hate this. In case I did not like reveal that yet. This part sucks. No backtrack. What do you mean? Well then, dude, like, why did you tell me that there's one more chest via that path? Like, if I was already heading in the right direction. See, that we get into trouble there when if you tell me to go someplace when I'm already heading in that direction, I'm gonna turn around. Yeah, be careful with the with that, because like if I obviously miss it, then fine. But if I haven't even had an opportunity to miss it yet, not a big deal. I'm glad you're watching and excited and point me in the right direction. But like I gotta have a chance to make a mistake before we start correcting me.
Whip smack.
Whip smack! 35, whatever that was. Okay, now we're jacked up on
Yes. Burning rush.
60. What are all those points for? That's just for dragon stuff, right? But I'm already maxed out on dragon stuff, so why? It said I was getting 0 before. I guess that's why I'm confused. I'm stupid! Wait, that's fine. Now we can block. I gotta remember to kill that thing first. Oh, so it's not full right now? Sure as heck looks full, though. Alright, Lavitz. He even pauses on that. It's such a weird rhythm.
Whip smack.
They're both full, so why am I getting points now when I was only getting 0 before? I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out in my brain. Working through the math. Alright, that looks like the critical path, so not this yet. But I want to see what's in this hole. Unless this is where that came from. Yeah, I will not leave this area until I find all the chests, but it's going to be too confusing getting directions from this area, so just let me explore a little bit. I will figure it out. I am not upset, to be clear. But it is very challenging, especially if there's a delay. If you tell me that I'm going in the wrong direction, but I'm not. Like, that's tough. There we go. All right, save point. Assuming there's a boss. Perhaps a dragon. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Oh, we got double lizards.
Yes.
Burning rush. Hey, hey.
Whip smack.
Whip smack. Yeah, no, I'm still not clear on why I was getting 0 SP before. I don't understand that final timing on that last one. Like, I thought it was me, but now I'm thinking like it must be weird because I missed that one every single time, despite feeling like I get it. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, I got that one. Tim's referencing something, I think. I don't know what it is. Skyrim. Ah! I played Skyrim for a good amount of time when it first came out, and I'm talking like the week it came out, and have not touched it ever since. And did not finish it. Thank you, Legitimate Hardware, for telling me the file extension of the save file that you applied to my perfectly legitimate memory card, sticking right out. It's got a little sticker on the front even. It's so real. Who is this? It's Dragula. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark says, is that you, Lavitz? It's so ironic to find you venturing here. Lavitz says, you are Graham. Dart says, do you know him? Clearly he does. Lavitz says, I will never forget him. He used to be the head of the second knighthood of Basil. Graham. Lavitz says, the man who used to be my father's best man. Like, at his wedding? Or... is he the dragon? Graham says, welcome, Lavitz. You have become a knight fulfilling the wishes of your late father, Servi. Lavitz says, don't you ever mention my father's name. It is a silly name. Graham says, are you still carrying that grudge after more than a dozen years for my betrayal of your father that led to his death? Why? Get over it, Lavitz. Lavitz says, that's not all. You betrayed King Albert. You betrayed every single person I know. But for real, you killing my father... yeah, no, I'm still pretty upset about that. Graham says, is that the wrath of a patriotic knight or a man full of vengeance? Oh, man. Lavitz says, both. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Good job, Lavitz. Lavitz says, Graham, I now get to avenge my father, who trusted you and died in vain. Graham says, get revenge, huh? Try. See if you can truly best me in my newly obtained power. Graham says, emerge! The power of the dragon! Is he summoning the Dragon Zoid? Zord? He's a Power Ranger is what I'm telling you. Lavitz says, you are a Dragoon? Rose says, it shouldn't be a surprise. Only the Dragoons can manipulate dragons. Behind the dragon, there should be 4 dots. Oh, man. Graham says, this is the power I obtained. He was summoning the Zord. Rose says, obtaining that power is not an easy matter. You, where did you get the Dragoon spirit? Graham says, I'm amazed there is someone in Basil who knows about this. Fine, you too will know before you die. I mean, you don't have to tell us, you could just kill us. Graham says, His Majesty Dole got all his power and intelligence from Emperor Diaz. Cameron Diaz. Rose says, is this some kind of dream? Emperor Diaz died 11,000 years ago with the name of the Holy Imperial Gloriano. Graham says, if this is a dream, how can you explain what you are about to see? The dragon objects. Graham says, come, I give you a chance to avenge your father. If you have the courage to, fight against the legendary Dragoon. It's a decent riff. I wish there was more to it than that. It gets cooking though, so that's good. All right, we got two. We got two here. All right, let's see. I don't know. I like fighting Graham first, but I'm sure the chat's gonna be like, "No, you're doing it wrong."
Whip smack.
Hey. What is that? That was gross. Oh, I'm freaking out, man. Let's see. I think I want to kill the dragon first, actually. I changed my mind.
Yes.
Burning rush. As a matter of fact, I've got SP out the bum. I should probably use it. Oh, that was... I don't know if that was the butt. I don't know what that was, but I want to know more about it. What is going on with Lavitz's thing? Yeah, sure. Let's do that heal thing again. Got low MP. But I have enough for Astral Drain. That's all I care about. I forgot to turn on shorter animations.
Astral drain.
Well, don't tell them what you're gonna do. Then they have a chance to avoid it. Attacking power up. Yeah. Those are words. That's a big D damage. Not bad at all. This might be a big D. Oh yeah, that was bad on Dart. Dart didn't like that one bit. Assuming that's because of the fear or whatever the heck is going on. Maybe he's just cold. Alright, let's see here. So here's what I want to do. Completely recovers MP on Rose. So she can do whatchamacallit again while she's still beefed up. And we get to see it in its entirety again.
Astral drain.
Although I will say, he's doing more damage than that is healing, so... It's also a good time to start using items because I am told there's a max on items. Alright. So one other thing I saw in here is this. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Maybe. Yeah, definitely. It's gonna hurt a lot, actually, because he's got the cold thing, which I think causes more damage. Oh yeah, 98's a beefy boy. No, that's green this time. Oh, he's got to be dead. Nope, somehow still standing. Please be Rose's turn. Okay. Watch as I get some different degree of sexy. Oh, I'm gonna drain him. I mean, he's already draining himself on top of me. Ugh. He's doing a lot of draining. He's backed up, let's say. He's got a lot of goo in him. Gotta get it out of him. I mean, we're still not out of the woods yet because he does a lot of damage. The Dragonauts, well, I mean, I guess he does. They do a lot of damage. These things do a lot of damage. So, the heal is not a guarantee that I will survive the next hit. What in the world? He's crucifying me! This is gonna hurt real bad. That's gotta take him down. There's no way. It doesn't, right? Well, I don't think he's down yet. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, why not? Angels pray that heal. No, wait. That's the wrong one. Do I have one? I guess I don't have one anymore. Wait. Wait. Healing Breeze is what I was looking for. Oh, yeah. Oh. Ew! And you missed, you stupid gooer. I don't know what gooer means, but that's what you are. You're a gooer. Actually, I'm curious if this is gonna work. While she's a dragon, that should work, right? Or Dragoon, whatever. This did a lot of damage on Lavitz, and I think Lavitz has more defense. I mean, it still hurts. There's no doubt about it, that sucker hurts. I gotta suck you dry, dragon. I know you got a lot of different color goo in you. I want the white one. So I can spread it all over my friends. Yeah, suck it, dragon. Well, that makes this substantially easier, unless he does something new now. I did it too early that time. I felt it in my bones. So I think that fear, if that's what that is, I actually don't know, that should be resolved because that was embarrassingly little damage. Oh, well, I just did the wrong thing. Wait. No, that's fine. Although, if I'm still feared, or whatever it is. It may still affect me. It doesn't look like he's affected by it, though. So, let's see. Ah! Hate it so much. You don't get to do it enough to practice. Yeah, 49's not bad. All right, final astral drain of the day, or at the very least of this fight, probably of the day. We've seen it quite a bit. Yeah, Astral Drain is darn near overpowered because it heals and does damage at the same time. In the same turn. And it's, like, good damage. And it doesn't require a button press. Did nothing. Should be ashamed of yourself.
Whip smack.
Oh, he's almost dead. I guess I don't need to worry about removing his fear. Yes, one rod typhoon. I needed to get one in. You know what I'm saying? Ah, close. Almost. 60's not bad. Bup's here. You love this stabby grunting. Lost my voice there for a second. That's my voice. Paramount to my success. So I should probably not lose that. Once again, Dart getting crucified. Eh. Whip smack. Whip smack. Ugh. I got a deep gash. Yes. Oh man, that is the dumbest possible sentence you could have said. We've got downburst plate mail. Lavit's leveled up. Shauna's over there just freeloading off of us probably. In the background. Being like, I helped too. No, you didn't, Shauna. You suck. Graham says, you have Survey's strength. My efforts were to no avail. I even used betrayal to obtain this power. I even used betrayal is a very interesting way to phrase that. I often use betrayal in my day-to-day life. Lavit says, I still don't understand. Why did you betray my father? You were not like this. Graham says, nobody could be stronger than your father. That was the only thing I could never conquer. Graham says, I had admiration for him as a mate. Excuse me? And as a friend. But no, let's go back to the mate part. But time goes by and it turned into this feeling. Listen, I'm proud of you for coming out before your death. At least now we know. That, no wonder he turned into a villain. Like, he's been holding on to that. Graham says, this fear from realizing the limits of your ability, this fear that goes nowhere. The only thing you can do is curse yourself for weakness. Yeah, that's true. I look in the mirror and I say, I curse you for weakness. Lavit says, but you couldn't overcome your fear by defecting to Dole. You needed to overcome my father. Graham says, there was an alternative. If only I could obtain a new power, I could be equal to, or surpass, him. Graham says, that was the Dragoon spirit I got from His Majesty Dole. Graham says, Lavitz, live strong. Graham says, now I can go to be with Survey. Yeah, we haven't gotten a Toodly Lulu. Oh, maybe we did. We saved it once. I forgot to do it, though. Rose says he is lucky to be dead now. Dang, Rose. Wow. Rose says greed for power eventually conquers you. Unleashed power generates only sorrow. He should have known that. There are a lot of phrases in here where I'm like, man, I need to hold on to that one. It's extremely weirdly phrased. He was lucky to die now and avoid even more sorrow. That's grim, Rose. Levitt says, what? What is this? What is it? Rose, in brackets for some reason, such a coincidence. It can't be. Or is this fate? Perhaps that was to herself. Dar says, Lavitz, maybe you too are. Rose says, Dart is right. The Dragoon spirit of the Jade Dragon recognized you as the next master. Lavitz! I'm so glad I'm here for this. My best friend, my only friend. Perhaps this will heal your Achilles tendon. Lavitz says, I am a Dragoon. I deserve to rule dragons. Rose says, not only do you deserve, but you have an obligation to accept your fate as a Dragoon. Don't you? You would be the one to answer that, Rose. Lavitz is new to this. Rose is gaslighting Lavitz right now. Lavitz says, it's what Graham left for me. I understand. I accept it. Fate of a Dragoon. Lavitz says, I will use this power for justice. Justice! Lavitz says, like Dart and Rose. That's an incomplete sentence, Lavitz. Rose says, use for justice? Huh. Alright, I'm trying to figure out the inflection that they want for that one. Use for justice? Huh. I think it's huh. Like she's offended. Acquired Dragoon spirit of Jade Dragon. Oh, she's offended, all right. I'm offended that Shauna's speaking right now. I'm like, huh, on the inside too, because Shauna is not allowed to talk. Shauna says, good for you, Lavitz. Ah. Dart says, Shauna, you've done absolutely nothing. Why are you winded again? Shauna says, I can't breathe. Dart says, too much poison? We're all fine, so I think it's just you, Shauna. Lavitz says, we cannot make it over Vilud carrying Shauna. Therefore, she must die. And we will just ditch her body somewhere. I mean, we don't have to kill her. We could just leave and leave her here and she'd figure it out for herself. She must die. Dart says, Lohan, that commercial town? Lavitz says, yes, that's it. I heard there's a great doctor there. Alright. Yeah, but please, grab me a Coke Zero, if you got one. You got one in your library? Aren't you at the library right now? Is your library stocked with Coke Zero? Coca-Cola Zero Sugar? Dart says, hurry! Are we gonna fade out and fade back in and be at the town? That would be, oh. Oh man. Well, who's gonna, like, book people? The librarian never sleeps. Duty always calls for the librarian. Can I get back over there? Because if so, that would be rad, because there was a chest. I want to say there was a chest. Maybe there wasn't. Maybe I'm nuts. Read the sign here. I will, Illipre, for you. I will read that sign! Hehe, duty. Also, I got really irrationally angry for the game behaving like it's supposed to. But that really messed with me. I was very angry.
Burning rush.
I usually keep a cool head, but that got to me. How dare you give me a battle?
Whip smack.
You can full synchro Dragoon. It'll change the environment in your Dragoon's element. It'll supercharge your damage. I have no idea what any of those words mean strung together like that. Stupid butthole. Sorry, that was offensive. I shouldn't have said that. I meant butt, W-H-O-L-E, to be clear. Like, I wasn't being dirty. And it was B-U-T.
Yes. Burning rush.
Like the sentence, oh, you want half, but whole. Or like the South Park game, the fractured but whole. Okay, I feel like I'm definitely going backwards, but I think that's on purpose. Yeah, I knew it. Oh, Katsudon, you want to talk some South Park? Let's do it. I tried to make the joke about butthole, because I accidentally said butthole. And I tried to explain it away that I meant B-U-T space W-H-O-L-E. And then I brought up the South Park game, The Fractured Butthole, which is a great game.
Yes.
Katsudon came back out of work and said, like, I heard South Park. Katsudon's ears perked up. Stupid, stinky cheese! I also preferred Stick of Truth. It's a better game. You're right. But hole, Fractured Butthole is still pretty good. I remember when Stick of Truth came out and I played that game, like, this is the tightest, like, I am so into beginning to end this whole package, this butthole package. Let's get rid of the fear. The abnormal status. If I can. Or maybe I can't. Dissolves fear. I got yeah, let's purify that mind. Fear gone. Oh man, we need to take a screenshot of that and have that be our meme. Are you afraid? Well, fear gone. It's so stupid. Oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful mess. Fear gone. So stupid. Surely a native English speaker saw this game before it came out, right? They laid eyes on this and they're like, yep, that's the right way to phrase that.
Yes.
Yeah, but Sirdar, if you didn't point that out, I would have just assumed that meant it was a random amount of time between battles. There is no scenario where I would have noticed that the encounter rate was different in one direction versus another. I just wouldn't have. I believe you, and everyone says it, obviously. I just never... I would never notice. Oh, is Dart down? Was I not paying attention to his health? Apparently not. That's fine.
Whip smack.
Whip smack. Come on, Lavitz.
Whip smack.
Whip smack. Alright, the question is, does Dart gain XP while unconscious? He should, because Shauna gets XP for not even participating. He does not. I guess Shauna's watching. I guess is the justification for that. But he does come back to life after... Yep, okay. Because there was being... Yeah, I forgot to... Yeah, Illipra, it's been a hot... No, wait, no, is that right? I think that's the right way. No, wait, what? Huh? No. I guess there's a save point, so that's not so bad. Yeah, I just know in my heart of hearts I would not notice the difference, because I just assume in all of these RPGs it is a random roll of the dice every time you move that gets more likely to increase or to have an encounter the more you move. That's how I would have assumed this was working, so the fact that it's different one direction versus another, I just would have assumed it was luck of the draw. Although everyone says it's unintentional, I'm not convinced. Unless I hear from the mouth of the developers that it was unintentional. Alright, Illipra, let's do it. Reading the sign. Left, cross-cut to Bale area. Right, Dragon's Den, beware, slides. Well, I hope there are multiple people in your house and they just heard some random guy yell stupid butthole. Apparently, there was someone watching my Digimon streams on YouTube. Someone's going through it, and they commented and said, "My wife was very confused when she walked in and heard someone complaining about pooping out your front." I'm like, yes, that's exact. Shauna, come on. Katsudon. I just have phrases and words that will summon Katsudon. I just have to write them down. Dart says, what a crowd, and we are in the middle of a war. This place is Funan big. I'll take your word for it. Angus is excited about Lohan. I'm excited about Lindsay Lohan. I can't wait for her to make a comeback. The reboot of Mean Girls that we're all... I think there has been a reboot of Mean Girls that she was not in, so never mind. I will come up with something else. Oh, yeah, it's Stardust time. Everyone get ready. All right. Shauna says, it's true. If I were fine, it would be fun. Dart says, you'll get well soon. Once I find a pillow. Everything will be fine once I... find a pillow for you. And there's a pillow. Please don't fight it, Shauna. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just... Shauna! Sanator says, I couldn't believe it. It was dragon's poison until I saw it with my own eyes. I have never seen such symptoms. Is Sanator running for president? Posture. I don't think that joke works with probably most people watching, but yeah. Thanator says there is nothing wrong with the let me start again. I just completely lost my ability to speak. Sanator says there is nothing wrong with the body, at least that's how it seems, but her consciousness has closed inward after she arrived here. It seems the mind is poisoned, not the body. They keep accidentally falling into some really interesting phrases. The consciousness has closed inward is a cool sentence, but I don't think they did that on purpose. I don't think the clinic can help her. I'm sorry, but in this condition, it could be a week if she is lucky. We could just kill her now. Dart says, yes, let's kill her now. Dart says, can't you do something? Thanator says, I'll do everything I can. What was such a cute girl doing with a legendary monster? She was filming. Lavit says she fought against it to save the country. Think hard. Is there anything you can do? Thanator says, hold on. I had to go over there for a brief second and think. Thanator says, if we can get some Dragoni plant, she may survive. Dart says, really? Thanator says, I read it in a secret heirloom book. The problem is, as with dragons, Dragoni plant exists only in legend. Wait, but dragons don't exist only in legend. They exist very much so. I just fought one. I'm a literal dragoon. I am a literal master of dragons. Dragons exist, my friend. So that bodes well for there being a Dragoni plant. Dart says, even so, we cannot wait like this. Doing nothing. That stupid comma throws me off. I start to change the sentence. There's a real dragon in your pants. Bang! Have you... okay. I don't know how detailed I want to get about this. I saw a man's private parts on the internet, for the record. For now, let's say that. And it was entirely tattooed to look like a dragon. Don't ask me where I found this. The English guy. Is he an English guy? I don't know. I saw a picture of a man's private parts fully tattooed up to look like a dragon. And it's been a while since I've seen it. And I usually look at it at least once a year, so I'm about to. Split tongues like a snake, blah, blah, blah. I saw him on the Graham Norton show once, if it's the same chap. Wait, did he show his wang on the Graham Norton show? Dart says, let's move on for a second. Dart says, let's go look for Dragoni plant on our own. We at least might be able to find something in this town. Yes, Bup, I'm about due to see the man's dragon penis. Lavitt says, Lohan is a commercial town where everybody is welcome. There should be some information here. Well, I mean, come on. You can't just... if the man has a tattooed penis, you gotta show it. You can't just bring... What's the point? I could go there and show my wang to a nurse and she could say anything. I hope she wouldn't describe it as is. That would be embarrassing. But I would work with her behind the scenes and say, like, this is what you're gonna say. Yeah, yeah, we need to go look at that man's penis. It's been a bit. Stanator, we are way distracted. We are way off track. We have to find a plant to save Shauna for some reason. I don't know why we'd want to do that. Stanator says, although it is temporary, I will try to stanch the poisoning. Staunch? I don't actually know what that word means. Good thing I don't have a degree in English. Stop or restrict a flow of blood from a wound. Okay. Silver Drop says one of the delivery drivers. Kitchen cleaners. Why would he do that? Not the proving it part. That I'm fine with. But the why would he tattoo Kawasaki on his privates? I've said penis multiple times and I decided to censor it that time for some reason. All right, let me get through this cutscene so we can talk a little bit more. Sanator says, although it is temporary, I will try to staunch. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Staunch. I'm going to say staunch. The poisoning. I am not called the best doctor in Serdio for nothing. I will rise to the occasion. Well, Sirdar, I hope you don't intend to give it to her while she's sleeping. That's messed up. My favorite scene in the movie Austin Powers is when Austin Powers refuses to have sex with, what's her name? Vanessa? Is that her name? In the movie? Because she's drunk? I'm like, wow, Austin Powers has some depth. And that's like my favorite part. I have not found the plant yet, Doctor. Also, Shauna doesn't seem to be here anymore. you like to... Excuse me? What? Sure, actually. What in the... Yes. Vanessa, who he marries... I agree. That's my favorite scene in that movie. It's like, wow, there's actually a character here. This isn't just a spoof. And it's the only time Austin Powers is a character, for the record. He's a cartoon before and after that. Yeah, that was a weird retcon. I really like Elizabeth Hurley, so I'm disappointed that she wasn't in the sequel. All right, this is monstrous. Spartan, you're gonna have to start directing me here with some stuff here. Yes, it was Vanessa I was referring to. So Vanessa is drunk, and Austin Powers decided not to have sex with her because she was drunk. And I'm like, wow, that's some class, Austin Powers. DeBaz's antique shop has only weird stuff. I wonder how he gets any business. Oh, this is a pre-rendered background. To be fair, I don't like this one because this is a mess. Every time a new store opened, they built an addition to the building, and in the end, it became like a maze. Yep. Everyone likes navigating mazes in video games. Inside the suit of armor in Davos, we still haven't figured out. Yo, brother! How about some weapons? I wouldn't mind some weapons. If you want a weapon, step inside here. I do. I do. Spartan, how many Stardust are here? So far, that's a expensive thing. Reduces damage due to magical text. That's not how you would say that. Also, these are not weapons I want. Makes addition completely successful. How much money do I have? Because that rules. Not nearly enough, but that's good. Slap that on Lavitz. I mean, I'm not too far off in the grand scheme of things, right? Like, I wish I knew what people were wearing. I wish there was an easy way to tell, but there's not, so I guess I'm just not going to worry about that right now, because I don't feel like doing that. I am going to equip people. So that treatment did nothing to heal my HP, to be clear. I want everyone to know that that's what happened. Sure. Alright, 30-minute warning. Or I have to go pick up the boy. Excuse me. Well, I didn't want your weapons. You didn't have enough weapons. We did not go in here yet. Owner of item shop. Hi, hun. Want to buy something? I don't know what you got for me. Just the normal stuff. Is there anything I don't have? I have lots of stuff I don't have. That's some gushing mamma. Alright, well, see you guys. I hate flubbing my words like that. I hate it. Sucks. Can't stand it. I don't mind the occasional, like, stutter or hedge, but what the heck is a gushing mama? It's that. It's not even the wrong word. It's just not a word. Oh boy. Alright, there's the suit of armor, I think. That Spartan was talking about. Davos says, welcome! Hey! Dart says, Davos. Oh, jeepers. You smacked me. Davos says, it's the goofy merchant from the other day. Davos says, I'm glad you folks are here. Thanks for Vilud, really. Now I can run my business. So what do you want? You can find anything in Davos's Antiques. I would put an apostrophe S after that name, but whatever. You can do whatever you want. I know that's hotly debated, but whatever. Dart says, do you carry herbs too? Davos says, you got it. I have everything. From extremely rare medicine to secret magical medicine. Dart says, have you heard of the Dragoni plant? I heard it is very rare herb. Davos says, oh, the Dragoni plant. Dart says, you have it? Davos says, no. Dart says, Davos. Davos says, oh no, don't get mad. I was just kidding, but let me think harder. I remember hearing about it somewhere. Which part were you kidding about? You've done nothing but tell the truth so far. Davos says, hold on a sec. Well, in this secret notebook, yes, it's in here. Everyone, the Discord link is there, therefore I feel compelled to tell you. Join the Discord. If you like the way I play games and you want me to play one of yours, join the Discord. Let's talk about it. We've been strategizing together as a community and it's been great. So join on into that Discord so you can talk to me. tinyurl.com/randy-discord. Cool place to be. Davos says, it says north of the poison forest, past the troublesome plant, observe Dragoni plant in back of the shrine. Davos says, it reminds me, I saw a strange plant in the back of the forest when Shauna took a rest. Rose says, oh, the one that became a monster because of the dragon's poison? But you cannot get past it unless you purify it with something. Davos says, how about the spring water underground? That might help the plant. Dart says, that's it. You guys are coming to conclusions that I don't know you've earned. Dart says, thanks, Davos. Davos says, hey, what about shopping? That's all? Okay. Let's go back in there and get some Stardust, unless that's... actually, can I shop now? Oh, he's still talking, like I didn't... Okay. That is a farting ladder if I've ever heard one. I don't know how to use any of these. Okay. Stardust. I don't want to turn everything into wrestling, but it has taken every fiber of my being not to make a joke about the wrestler Stardust every time we pick one of those up. Alright, any other Stardusts? Stardust is already a joke, though. Did I... Yeah. Yeah. Hey, brother! How about... Everyone's calling me brother here. How about this pendant for your sweetheart? I will say nothing and walk away. I asked my dad to take care of the store. I'm already gonna take a look at the arena. No? Really? That can't be true. Alright, there. Well, alright, there we go. Last two Stardust locations are in a basket near the arena, and one if you go down the hidden ladder found behind the bookshelf and searched the fireplace. I think it's in the doctor's office building. Oh boy. I can't really tell what I'm looking at. Oh, these are the rooftops, I think. Don't run on the roof. Okay, I'll just walk then. Walk on the roof. Where you save the merchant. I don't remember saving the merchant. Where you had the cutscene. So when I talk to the merchant. Yeah, we hate it when Randy's on the roof. Is there can't be nothing here. They couldn't have done that. There's no way. I won't allow this. 34 seconds behind. But I turned on ultra low latency. YouTube's lying to me. So far, I hate this town top to bottom. I'm not a fan of this music. I do not like the layout of this. This town is a little too big for old people. It's too big for me, too. People should be more considerate. Have a drink, but don't get foolish. No drinking under 21. It's common sense. And the law, more important. Yeah, this blows. I don't want any part of this. So let's try to find Davis's place again. Go get the stardust under the bookshelf. Bookshelf, you say? This ladder? Bookshelf, you say? Bookshelf. 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 For that bookshelf. 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 There's no bookshelf in here. Not seeing a bookshelf. Got a bookshelf back here? Posture. Not here. There's a doctor's building. Okay. Which, oh boy. Bookshelves is where we are. That's not it. Upper housing, bottom left door, behind a secret book. Ah, yeah. I know what all that means. You're the Nope. Alright. We're just going to keep going into buildings and hope we find a bookshelf. Because upper housing is not a sentence I understand. You can see the furnace, right? I can see the furnace. See the furnace. Ah! Alright, here's the doctor's. No. No. No, that's not it. Upper housing, bottom left door, behind a secret. It sucks. Here's a bottom left door. Furnace. Okay, I think I see the furnace. Yeah? Yeah. No, no. No, not quite. Unless... No, this is the weapon shop. This ain't it. Furnace does nothing. This is very exciting. Everything is happening. Green guy. Oh, okay. I was looking at what I thought was a different furnace. Were we in here at any point? Nope. That's not it. I mean, we were, but that's not it. It's probably right next to this, though. Closing in. No, but we haven't been here, so I'm curious what this guy has to say. Wait. Alright, there's the bookshelf. It really sounds like this ladder is farting. This is... I burned my hand trying to get the Stardust. I ground away to save money, and finally I opened a bookstore. And why are you hiding here, then? He's ashamed of the bookstore. He has to hide. What does that guy up there have to say? I visited Kazas the other day, then warriors were saying that the Imperial Sandora has a dragon. That's great. That's great. Lohan Town Entrance, which is a place I remember. Watch me go directly there. It's gonna be great. I'm just gonna go... not gonna be here. But there's a save point. Okay, I'll do that in a second. The bazaar section. Is this not all a bazaar? This is very bizarre, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. Later in story. Okay. Is this the entrance? Ah! Here's the bazaar. It's later in the story, and by later, we meant 5 seconds from now. Street vendor says, "Hey, you! Hey, classy brother!" That's me, classy brother. I have something you'll like. Is it a Stardust? No! Art says, "That reminds me, we need something to carry the spring water. Let's have a look." I mean, can't be hard to... Street vendor says, "That's my man." Is he challenging me to 3-card Monty? Where's the queen? Where's the queen? Dart says, "I want a bottle to put water in. Do you have one?" Street vendor says, "Sure, sure. This one's durable and the best quality you can get." Dart says, "How much?" Street vendor says, "Grin surprise. It's a super bargain. How about too many zeros for me to figure out what number that is without any commas?" Lavitt says, "Let's look somewhere else." Street vendor says, "Hey, wait a minute. I was just kidding. Don't take me so seriously." Dart says, "How much is the real price then?" Street vendor says, "Yeah, it's about 3,000 G. Why don't you buy it?" It's still too expensive. I don't even have 3,000 G. Dart says, "Too expensive." Street vendor says, well, I'll give you a discount. How about 20? No, still too much. Still too much. Dart says, "It's still too much. It's just a freaking bottle. Like, we can just... Fine." I'll go down to 1,000 good. Can't you do better than that? Drop it once more. Shauna isn't worth any of my dollars. If he gives it away to me for free, that is $500 too much. I'll take it for 100. Oh, he punched me! I'm sorry, I thought we were bargaining. Levitt says, now we are ready. Like, does he think he got one over on me? He thanks. I mean, it was only 100. Like, it's nothing. It's nothing. That's like 2 fights. That's nothing. So here's the entrance, I think. So someone said... Yeah, but didn't someone say there was something in here too? My controller just messed up and ran me off in the other direction. This pot. Where it is. Eggs, eggs, newly laid and still warm. Ew. Actually, now that I think about it. Blow the horn. Well, you also said to go here, though, so... Whoop. I was newly laid recently, if you know what I'm saying. Haha, that's gross. Alright, well, we just got the money for the thing back, so... In the basket. Okay. Alright, now I'm confused, because the basket was not where I was told it was. So maybe over here now? Get. Alright, is that it? So, can we get out of this godforsaken town? Alright, let's get out of here. I hate this place. Was that for? I think it was. I think it was. I can't wait to, like, compile this playthrough and say, like, 100% completion. We got all the Stardusts. And then they click on it and they're like, what the heck am I watching? This what? This guy's talking about dragon penises. Alright, so we need the water, which, now that I think about it, Shauna was, like, check off in that scenario. I'm setting up the water that I needed. And then I have to go out the other side, I think. Have to, I think, 'cause it's the only way to get back to the forest. There was probably an easier way to drop down in, but whatever. Well, you know what? No, we just saved it. You gotta climb back up. Desert-like areas are eyesores anyway. I agree with you, Spartan. That's not my favorite town. I don't like that at all. I should have used the inn while I was there, but you know what? Whatever. I don't understand. Like, I really feel like I'm hitting that and it's not working.
Whip smack.
It's weird because I like snow parts. I like snow areas, but not desert areas. Yeah, I know that, but can't I can walk. I don't need to drop down from the top. I can walk back. I should be able to, right? Screw you, Rose. I don't understand. I truly don't understand. Like I'm hitting it. I'm not having any trouble with the others. It's just that one for some reason. Angus prefers deserts.
Whip smack.
Yes. Burning rush.
Yeah, we'll get the water and then we'll hit that stupid butt stink butt fart. I apologize for all that. It means I'm really annoyed if I'm saying fart. Nope, I do not live in a warm climate. It gets very, very cold here. But I like the snow, even here, so. Yeah, I'm fairly confident I can get back to the water from here. Maybe not. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, it's right there. Let's hope for the best with this water. Davis says, according to Davis, we have to get rid of that plant in order to get to the shrine with Dragoni plants. Acquired life water. Dart says, come on, let's go. Let's not tell Shauna that she said something of value. Can't let her get any confidence whatsoever. Not to mention, we wouldn't even need this water if it wasn't for her, because she sucks. Alright. If everyone's telling me that the next part is long, let's just save it here. I mean, I could definitely make it back out if it's... Wait, why is... I barely moved and the thing turned red. I don't even think I moved. Well, we can probably make it out here. Boo-doo-doo. Boo-doo-doo. I like lush overgrown as well. I don't know what my favorite... I don't know what you'd call it, biome. Aesthetic, I'm not sure what I like the best.
Whip smack.
I'd have to think about it. Definitely not caves. Yes! Finally! Run away! He ran fast! Run fast, ran fast. That's gonna be a 0, isn't it?
Burning rush.
Yep. The karma symbol. I don't follow. You lost me. I'm gonna assume maybe it's not. Maybe we're good now. Yeah. Nope, 0 still on the right. Oh, the yin yang, yin and yang. That could be the language thing. Sirdar's from a different part of the world than I am. It could be called something different somewhere else, which is fine. But I know that as a yin yang, yin and yang. Yeah, let's. Yeah, maybe. I've just never heard of it referred to as the karma symbol. I believe you. Stupid! I might change Lavis's thing back, because I just can't get a handle on it to save my life. I'm wasting damage. Yeah, balance thing is how I knew it too, which is something that the Japanese are obsessed with, so. Granted, I don't know if yin-yang is actually a Japanese thing or not, now that I'm put on the spot. But the Japanese, perhaps unrelated, are obsessed with balance as a concept and a theme. Yeah, it is possible that it's just different cultures see it differently. It is more of a balanced thing from what I understand. Was this the wrong way? Maybe it's not. No, it's not. Go down. I don't think this way, but I don't know how to get back over there. If you mean jump down, then we're done. Because back up the branch to the left. Oh, I've never seen this. Yeah, I tried to run over there. I didn't see the, hey, you can do something option.
Yes. Burning rush.
Watch, as I never miss with dart or rose, but then the second Lavitz does anything, I miss every single time. See, I hit that mega early and it works, so I have no idea why Lavitz is so weird.
Whip smack.
I intentionally hit that like way, way earlier than I would for the other ones, and it worked. I think Lavitz is just a little cheeky monkey. Cheeky, cheeky boy. Oh, there it is. You just have to find the right pixel to stand on. Alright. I'm probably going to get into another battle. Who am I kidding? I was going to say we'll start to wrap it up, but I can wrap it up anyway. tinyurl.com/randy-discord. Go there. Talk to me about what games you want me to play, because that's a big community thing going on. The community in general is growing. You should be there. TinyURL something something. tinyurl.com/Randy-Discord. There's Rick. Thank you. And then, of course, do all the things that support a channel, like liking and subscribing and all that stuff, which I hate to say, but gotta say it. And there are also financial ways you can support me in the descriptions of your video of choice, video platform of choice. Now that that's out of the way, I'm going to continue to be annoyed about not being able to successfully hit the thing with Lavitz. Drives me nuts. I don't get it. I don't think the game is lying to me, but the timing just feels weird on it. I don't know.
Whip smack.
And I guess we'll block because the dumb thing has got the dumb barrier up. And also a general thank you to everyone who came out and helped me, gave me advice, chatted with me. Very glad that people come out and enjoy these things. Makes me feel warm and fuzzy. It makes my dragon rise. Katsudon especially helped. Katsudon gets the award today for most help. No, not guard. I wanted to practice with Lavitz. Alright, no one else is fighting until it's Lavitz's turn. It was a big help, Katsudon. It's efficiency. You tell me the 5 sentences that matter. I'm not letting anyone else attack until I understand what I need to press with Lavitz. I don't understand. He even has the thing on that makes it easier, and it's just not working anymore. Yeah, it's just early. I just have to do it mega, mega, mega crazy, ridiculously early for it to work. I don't know why. I don't have to do that with the other two. It's fine. Just gotta remember that. Put it in my brain. Lavitz likes it early. He likes it premature. Weird that he would like it that way, but... Alright, here we are. Let's save it. And we will pick it up next time. Thank you once again, everybody. We'll be back with Dragoon, The Legend of, on Wednesday. And we've got other games going on as well. All right. See you later. Have a good one. Dragon Penis.